Yo, touchdown. You're saying if you ran into Mims right now, like you was just kind of like really just
Nigga said,
like,
man, I feel like, bro, if I ran into Kanye West, I would have to, I would put all my pride to the side, and let that nigga know, like, bro, you was the fucking goat, like, you straight up changed my life, type shit. So I get exactly what you mean. Like, fuck it, bro. I feel like, bro, fuck it.
wait,
If a nigga
wait,
don't want to fuck with me because I'm like, you
wait,
changed
wait,
my
wait. All
life,
right,
then
hold on,
fuck
hold
you, bro. I
on.
don't want to be a homie.
Wait, hold on. So if you ran to what's the name? What would you say?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kanye.
yeah, yeah.
I would dead ass be like, bro. I would be like, bro. I'll be like, bro. I'll be like, bro. I love you, dog. Like you straight up changed my life. You made me take care of my family with the words you say. You made me quit my job and do music. Like you literally changed my life. You saved my life. Like I literally would tell him that, and I wouldn't give a fuck because it's true, bro. Like straight up, it's true. And if a nigga don't want to fuck with me after, because it's fans I met that be like that, and we became friends. So if a nigga don't want to fuck with me like because the first experience, I'm like, nigga, you changed my life, nigga. I love your music. I love everything that you do, nigga. Hey, fuck it. I don't give a fuck because I don't give a fuck. I know how rappers be anyway,
Yo,
but I still want to tell him. I would have to tell him that.
yo, Slim Pimp. What the fuck would you say in Kendrick's presence, bro?
Boom, gonna bow to yay. Nah, chill.
Touchdown says Pharrell. Yo, touchdown.
I ain't gonna look like. But you gotta think about it, bro. Kanye did the same to Jay, though. You know what I mean? Like Kanye
no,
looked
of
up to Jay. He made a
course.
whole song about the nigga.
Wait.
You know what I
What
mean,
what
bro?
Pharrell songs that probably like touch somebody? Like touchdown said if he was in Pharrell's presence.
Yo, happy, bro. It's happy. What you mean?
Cause I'm
Because I'm happy. I
happy.
cried to that. Looking at. Yeah, Pharrell a goat, bro. Pharrell a goat. Boom is Lil Nas X. Well, Lil Nas X stole my whole swag, but I still fuck with that nigga.
Oh shit. Lee. Hey yo, chat. Um, real quick, Kodak Black. I seen some people pointed out they've sent videos and say, "Yo, Kodak dissed you," blah blah blah. So, I feel like I can tell the whole story. First of all, me and Kodak we speak on the phone, so like we're pretty not only cordial, but like we talk a bunch. He sent me a bunch of unreleased stuff that obviously out of respect for him I wouldn't even play on here, right? Just because like he's gonna come on future projects, he keep me updated type of stuff, and he showed some respect to me too, right? So anyway, today TMZ puts up the story and it was like, yo, Kodak Black, like he his judge is gonna allow him to go to somewhere, despite him like having like a dirty piss. Like I think I was on a meeting or some shit like that. He calls my phone, right? And it's one of those things where it's kind of like I think in the moment where he just wanted to be like, damn, Act, why'd you post that, right? Which, by the way, I'm gonna give you the whole thing of why he was asking because, being friends with rappers, you never want them to start policing your platform in terms of don't post nothing, like whatever, like don't post nothing like negative about me or whatever because like listen, bruh, I'm not your PR, I'm the media. Now, of course, like if we're cool, you always get to get your side and you respond and you know what I mean like it's gonna benefit you if you could play the game as well in terms of being able to quote unquote respond or help whatever narrative you're hoping to achieve. Anyway, he was upset, so I think he went on live. He was like, "Damn man, this thing ain't answering his phone, blah blah man, yo man, fuck this thing, blah blah blah, whatever the case is." He called me back right after, which I wasn't. No, he called me back again. I was still in the meeting. I'm wondering like, why is Kodak calling me early in the morning? Then he calls me again. I was off, and we talked. So really, which is so funny, and this is why like this is one of the things I was even saying to Meek is like, yo, if Meek and me talk as men, and like if we had communicated as men, like our issues would never get to the point that they did, where we have to have somebody on the phone doing some big squashing. You get me? Because you would realize on both sides, like number one, like Kodak don't hate me. Number two, I don't dislike or have anything against him. And if anything, we identify and understand each other at a different level. So I'll tell you the conversation. So Kodak called and be like, yo, damn, Ak. He was like, Ak, why would you even post that shit? Like, yo, TMZ reported blah blah. And he's like, yo, remember I told you that shit was I told you about that shit already. That shit is old. Like I wasn't even really trying to get that shit to come out like that. Like, you know what I mean? And I was like, yo, Kodak, I don't know if you remember, like you actually just said it on the interview. And he was like, wait, oh yeah. But even then, he was like, "Oh shit, I know." He's like, "Yeah." I said on interview, but he was like, "Yo, they're just trying to." It was like TMZ just trying to rehash some old shit. It was like, "Yo, I had one dirty piss that was from a long time ago. It's not no new current shit." You know what I mean? And it, they're posting it and rehashing it again to kind of like drive home a narrative like I'm some fucking degenerate drug users when, you know, like the real situation. So I even told him, I said, "Yo, Kodak, you're right." And by the way, I didn't even when I read the TMZ thing, I didn't even realize it was old. So I told him, I said, "Yeah, I didn't realize it was old." Number one, but number two, I said, "Yo, Kodak, you gotta understand, like, it's not. You can't look at that as a bad thing." I'm like, "Yo, bro, you came on even my podcast and you admitted your drug issues. Like, anybody who's gonna be clowning you, even if you had a relapse, like that's corny. Like a lot of people have drug issues. You manned up, you admitted your drug situation. I'm glad that's not some new shit because if it was some new shit now, you feel like, yo, it's being kind of counterproductive and like he's just on some fiend, like, famous Dex shit in a way. You know what I mean? Not to disrespect famous Dex. But he was like, yeah, like, and I told him, I'm like, yo, Kodak, what you gotta share these issues like publicly because you helping people. I really think that Kodak being honest about it, and he agreed. He was like, yo, he was like, "You're right. Like, if somebody do judge me over that shit, that's being weird. That's you know what I mean. I'm glad I shared that story, and whatever the case is. And yeah, we had a good conversation. Like we talked up until the point, like, and I even reposted that video too. He was on his way to this, like facility where he was meeting with a bunch of people affected by breast cancer, and he was like, "Yo, act." It's like, "Yo, this like I want to show people that yeah, like I have issues myself, but when people see only the bad side, they think I'm a bad person." And I told him, I'm like, "Yo, listen, this is why your team got to start putting this shit out." I'm like, "I'm glad you calling me that I could be like, yo, I talked to one of his niggas. I'm like, nigga, take a fucking video of this shit and send it to me." But, you know, for him, he was like, damn, Kodak is just so not industry, bro. Like most of this shit, like Atlantic supposed to have like a PR person with him. I'm gonna be honest with you. So anyway, the whole conversation was just him clarifying to me. It's like, act, this is not new. Um, they're just trying to rehash it because Rolling Loud is coming up this week. So Rolling Loud's coming up this week. So they ran the same story twice. Um, and I think he was a little bit embarrassed by the fact that people were kind of reading about drug shit with him, not realizing number one, he admitted it before. Number two, I just don't think that is something you should be clowning Kodak Black about when he's admitted it and he's saying he's trying to get help. It's different than
Yeah,
other
that's lame.
rappers. Yes, it's different than other rappers who will sit and lie to you and be like, "Oh, I don't got no problem with drugs." Like, what are you talking about? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it took a while for Famous Dex, no disrespect to him, to get into rehab because at first, when people say, "Hey, I don't think something's going on there," like, "Yo, we should get him help." Remember, I said a couple times, I'm like, "Yo, I'm not interested in Famous Dex music. I want Famous Dex to get help." Famous Dex used to like lash out at me, like, "Fuck Ack," you know what I mean? Blah, blah. But when he got sent to rehab, and people were like, "Damn, shit, maybe he wasn't, we can say whatever about Act, but at least he was trying to say the right thing." So to see that Kodak has admitted to, having some substance abuse problems and he's trying to get help, man, me being someone who, I'm in the position where I could communicate with him, I want to salute him, number one. I want to salute his progress because for him, and you got to realize this is somebody who's going through rehab. For me, like he was definitely he was like, act, this shit, it's not new. And, obviously he's trying to go through his phase of sobriety. So, like, I don't know if anyone's ever been to rehab, AA meetings, or any type of meetings
Hmm.
to cope with any type of addiction. Those people who usually go through that, they celebrate every day they're clean. So for him, it was a little bit triggering of like people thinking that he's back dirty or back on some shit when he's still being clean. So, for whatever he said about me, what I mean. Of course, the blogs that don't like me, they're gonna run that. But listen, it's all love. Me and Kodak, we talked. That's my guy. You know what I mean? And again, the bigger picture here ain't about me and him, right or wrong, or who said what and who said this. I thought it was brave that he shared his issues with the world. I thought it's brave that he checked himself in a rehab. I thought it was brave that, he's trying to battle it while people are gonna look at every little thing he does and trying to either say he's back on some shit or trying to like ridicule it. You know what I mean? I think that was brave. So salute to Kodak Black. And there's certain times where like your ego gotta chill. Cause you know me, I be when rappers say something, I be taking them. But I love Kodak. You know what I mean? Anyway, um,
Anyway,
so that
sobriety
was that.
gang.
Yeah, yo, I'm telling you, yo, that was so big. That was so big that
Bro,
Kodak,
it's
bro. You know how many rappers are like off some shit,
yeah, it's funny, bro. Like they shit on
and
Kodak Black for literally trying to be off drugs, and while other rappers promote
and
literally being
no, and
crackheads or
also
addicted.
admitting it. There's so
Yeah,
many
so it's like,
rappers who
yeah,
just
yeah,
deny it.
true.
There's so much rappers who just deny it and lie. You know what I mean? Like they either
Uh,
just do it and do it in hiding, but you could see it affect them. You see when they show up to interviews. You see when they do other things. That motherfucker like has admitted it. He's going through it, and if hip hop cares about it, like imagine if Juice WRLD, which he kind of did. Juice WRLD came out and said, "Yo, like I'm trying to get help with this issue I got, bro. Like imagine if fans were like just clowning him or just whatever. Like, bro, that would definitely take a toll on the motherfucker. So, you know, I want to like if I can, I want to support somebody, but also show that if you share your problems publicly, we ain't finna come at you in a way, especially if you're trying to get help, a way to clown you. You know what I mean?
fat.
All right.
Whoa, that was a movie.
Wait, hold on.